At your house? I'm coming. I must see. Wait, are you like legit building? Like your new remodel? I know, right? Mm-hmm. Cute. I'll just stand here. I am the NPC. I mean, your Vieira's head is there, so your a Rogadin wouldn't keep it. Oh my goodness, y'all! Thanks for the follow. Mm-hmm. I love making the X with it. It looks so cute. We are. I wonder what's up. He might still be raiding. Ooh, did you have them overlapping like that? Oh, that's so cute! Yeah. I love it. Oh my goodness. That would be great because, I mean, you know that we all have wanted like actual transparent glass panes, and you would be able to make like, I don't know, a little like peek through. exactly. I wonder. I mean, I love this, absolutely, because, like, if you had, you know, like another room down there, then it would make it feel like, you know, open, but without actually being open. But I was kind of thinking, like, what else could we use this for? I mean, like, we've always wanted glass, like, shower doors and, you know, just stuff like that. I think that definitely has some really cool potential. I love it as just an accent. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just being able to use the railing for, you know, everything but its intended. That's just us. But it's super cute. Ah. I love it. Oh my gosh, how cute! I like the, like, wooden framework of it as well. Fair, fair. It's very easy to do that. I don't know. I love this. I love it as a what do you want to call it? It's like a beam, but it's almost like a divider. Hello, Dick.
Good evening.
How are you?
Miserable, thank you very much.
Oh, oh no. What happened?
Oh, just don't worry. Just a bit tired from writing and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Give me 1 second. I'm on my way. I'm gonna log in. Did you guys decide what you want to build yet? Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
Now she says that she loves your voice, Dick.
Huh?
I said now she says that she loves your voice.
Boy, thank you very much, Naoshi. I wish we could hear your voice. Maybe one day.
Aw, yeah. Let's
Oh
see
boy,
what the
oh boy.
bunny sounds like. Solheim says I can't hear Ashen.
Oh no, is that the...
Oh!
Oh no, is it happening
Oh
again?
no! Have you guys just been listening to me talk to myself?
Oh no. I haven't tuned into the chat yet, so I just
Can you
came.
hear me now? I don't know. Golly. Here I
now
was.
they can. Now they can hear you.
Okay, good. I was going over so much detail, guys. It was
She was
amazing.
so excited to show you this wooden railing, like.
It's cool. So, anyways.
So I came into the call, asked her what you guys are planning, and then there's just like dead ass silence. And it's like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh, huh. Ashen is only on my left side.
Well,
Some ASMR. Enjoy it while you still have it.
oh no,
It's
it's for everybody.
immersive. Ashen is sitting on y'all's left, and I'm sitting, I don't know, right in front.
Just rename the stream to Ash and Bright ASMR left ear.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, today we're gonna build
Oh
something.
no!
That's creepy.
Jesus.
Well,
Okay, I'm outside the house naked again.
Okay, well,
Oh.
I don't know how to fix the left side thing, guys, so...
Enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Akai says, please, Div, I will pay you for that.
For what? The left side thing?
For ASMR.
For housing ASMR.
Ah, Jesus, there's a naked cat.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I locked off like that. I forgot. Hang on, let me just put on some clothes at least. Okay,
Anyways,
that's fine.
there we go.
we're gonna ignore my construction zone here. I was just showing Raps what I was trying to do. I made a divider. I wanted to make like a glass kind of lookout. Like a illusion. of
Div,
it.
look up at the beam on the ceiling here. Like right above you. It looks really cool.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, I like it a lot. I used to think like we don't have many light wood options. We only have like dark wood types as far as columns go, right? So using
Mhm.
that is really, really nice. I can see that being used in limbs and settings, for example, a lot, since there's a lot of birch trees in Limsa.
And you don't have to craft it.
You can just buy it. Give me a second.
Anyways.
Yeah. He's not naked, he's wearing some weird sandals. That counts, I think. Alright, so what breakdown are we building first?
We are going to be building Div's stove first. So I brought all the parts.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
He wasn't even here! Div, we're building
Huh?
your wood burning stove first.
Oh yeah. Do you want me to float the thing up from the basement?
No,
Let's do it on a loft.
no, yeah.
Oh, you want to do it on stream?
Yeah, we're gonna do it on stream. We're just going to do everything on a lofted floor. Sometimes the breakdowns require either an elevated floor or to come from below. Just because we're gonna be doing this live, it's going to be elevated. So go
Just
grab whatever you want, but don't grab too much from this side. Here's some lights, because you started using lights in your stove.
Oh, you want me to float the light thing? The first thing which I at least do is I pre-position the Hingen furnace to the place I want it to be. I think having the Hingen stuff in the right position first is more important than the light settings. You can always do the light afterwards. If that's what you mean.
Did you see my wood burning stove with the new lights?
Yeah, I saw that. I wanted to ask about that because I only saw like this one picture. How's the light emitting? Because I know that it has a hitbox. Like the light on both lanterns has a hitbox. And how does it work? Is it blocked or does it actually shine in a cone?
For which?
I think you used the Ronkin ones, right?
Ronkin? I guess. Yeah. I don't know. They were the ones from the script.
Oh, Raps, that reminds me. Can you go into that other FC and grab all that stuff?
Yes.
I like the FC Tech work in progress. It's good. It's so good.
Okay. Div, build.
Yep.
What are you? I don't know what to build.
You're building the stove.
Yeah, grab.
I thought Ashen wants to do that on stream so people see how it's built. But I can do that.
She's just gonna watch you because it doesn't take that much like
Oh,
floating,
yeah.
like lofting.
Ironically, it's like, I think the thing that takes more time than actually getting everything in place on the stove itself is to know where you want it. Can I grab anything up here? Ashen?
Down here. Right here.
Okay, because I got a few lofts. Okay, so basically, hang on, if you can come here, Ashen. If you tilt this stuff, you know how it's since the chimney is not in the middle, it's gonna be really weird when you rotate it. So it's gonna be on a circular axis around the middle point. So getting it to the point where you want, let's say, okay, let's build a simple corner here, for example. Let's just place, okay, let's use this corner here. Like, okay, we made a corner out of the box and the table here. So we want this stuff to show from the ceiling, from the floor below. So you want to pre-position it where you want it. For example, you know that furnace is gonna be here, so you want to pre-place it here. And what I usually do is I put things on a grid snap, so I don't place it without the grid snap, so I can count the distance between the middle of a room and where I want it. So for example, if I want it here, I would grab the item and count each tick. Can you call it tick? I don't know, each step.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but,
would
like-
call it a tick.
Yeah, I would say the same.
So basically, what I have a stuff here, so I will place it in the middle of a room now, so that would be like... Okay, this is not perfectly centered, but let's say this is the center of the room. It's not just an example. And I would count how much to the west I needed. So first I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I count each step. And then when it's at the point where I need to move it upwards, I count each step again. For example, I moved 10 steps to the left, so 10 steps west, and then I count 1, 2, 3 steps to the north. So I remember 10 west, 3 north. Then I grab this item and I go to the basement and basically place it in the middle of a room again. It always depends what house you're using, because there's some houses, for example, the small house, the normal cottage size, where there's an extra floor beneath the door, like an extra area, so you have to really calculate where in the room it's gonna be in the end. So in this case, I place it in the middle again. I orientate myself through the lamps, honestly, because I usually use like lamps that are very symmetrical, so I can clearly see where the middle of the item is. So what I do now is like I place the middle of the item in the middle of the room again. It's not gonna be perfect. Like, this is not a perfect demonstration, but it's just like the process behind it. Then, as I said before, I'm gonna move a 10 to the left, for example, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Let's just say this is 10. And then I remember that I said 3 to the north, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. And from this point onwards, I'm just gonna rotate it how I wanted it before, so like that, for example. If I remember correctly, this is gonna land in front of the stairs, right? Like somewhere in front of the stairs?
Yeah.
So let's just do the usual glitching process. Do you want to do that, Ashen? Because it's easier to see on stream?
No, we were actually just gonna have it on an elevated floor, so we were just gonna use lofts as like the empty space.
As the fake floor.
Okay, so I'm gonna... I know that some people still struggle with like getting it to float fast, because at this point, if you're getting used to things, you're floating things up like in 10 seconds to a certain height. Let's say I want this item, so I place loft from my inventory as usual. Didn't work, it didn't lift up for me.
Wait, Div. We're not lofting.
Hmm?
We're not lofting.
Yeah, we're just
So,
making
like-
a fake floor.
Just use the loft as a fake floor and put the aquarium on it.
Oh, that's what you want me to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, we figured it would be
I-
less time.
I explained this entire procedure of getting an item from the basement to
Well,
the floor.
I thought you were just being thorough.
Oh, he's
I mean, I
lofting
think-
anyway. Look at him go.
He's gonna do
I mean,
it.
yeah.
Hey, chat.
no.
Can chat hear me though? I changed my mic around. Not really sure if they can.
You sound clearer to me, actually. Chat, does Ashen sound like whole Ashen now?
There we go. Yeah, I just kind of stopped in between procedures.
Well,
so
you're still left Ashen.
I don't know. I couldn't say.
Where's the aquarium?
Right here.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. So basically, now we have the floors, basically the loft down here, and the pipe is sticking out of the floor. So what you're gonna do is, it's really simple. You just place the aquarium there, and you are already there. Like this design, I think Ashen came up with it initially. Like this step right here. I think this was like way back when the things were first discovered, right?
I think there was
So-
a JP designer.
a
who had
JP
it,
designer.
But they had it like turned
GP designer
around so
was
that
it?
you could see in the glass, and they had like an
Yeah, so-
ambulatory flame.
Yeah, so this was the initial design. You couldn't see the flame because of the aquarium thingy. This is the bad part about it, because if there's an animation that is bound to a furniture item inside an aquarium, the aquarium water is gonna override it. So this is the reason why you wouldn't see a flame inside the aquarium itself, you know?
Also, why I
Usually.
don't see my Lalafel's eyebrows.
Yeah, exactly. There's some items in the face thingy in the creator where you can't do that either. First, I think there was a very scary glitch with Viera too, where they looked like really soulless. Okay, so instead of having it face that way, we're gonna just pretend there's a corner. We're gonna turn it like that, and on this side specifically, I don't know if you can see that, Ashen, but there's like steam coming out of the floor.
I do see it, yeah.
Yeah. So let's just move it one up more. So it's gonna be a bit smaller, but that's fine. Now the next thing you want for this is so this is the tricky part because I don't know if it's gonna work on a loft because the way that items float above the ground, you know how it snaps to the closest surface, but for some reason those lights won't. And
Yeah.
honestly, I have no explanation for that. To this day, I don't know why is that the thing actually, but I just accepted it at some point. So, for example, if I would place the lights like this, they would usually snap to the loft, and you need to float them like you would float tabletop items normally. Because you see how this is not on the right height. You want it further up, right? So, let me place them correctly. This must look really weird for you guys on the stream. I'm sorry for that.
That's okay.
So, I basically
Honestly,
overlap
it's your
with something.
whitey tighties that are weird.
Huh?
I said it's your whitey tighties that are weird.
Hey, don't insult him. I'm not completely naked. I have shoes. Like
I knew
sandals,
it.
So.
I called it.
I mean, bet I'm gonna dress myself, but it's just that. Okay, so basically, what you're gonna do is line those lights up like this, for example. Okay, this is a bit too close. Let me fix that. Like that. Keep in mind, this is not done. This was done before Shadowbringer's items, so there might be better things to use here, actually. But you get the idea of it, right?
Maybe one of those lights, Ronkin lights you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, the Ronkin lights. Yeah, this is basically the way Rhapsody did it. But it's still it's literally the same thing, just another item. So now we have the issue with it being too low. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just unselect the aquarium, so it's not gonna stick to the loft. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna mess things up right now, but look at this shit. Do you see the aquarium up there?
Yeah.
This is the Square Enix collision issue where it basically just kind of snaps to it if I turn it back on. So let me bring this back up like this. There we go. And unselect it again. So this is where it's gonna be a bit more tricky because I have to consider. What?
Why am I up here?
What? Where?
I don't know. I'm just.
You're still on the ground for me.
I'm taking a screenshot.
Okay. Kind of figured it's not on purpose. And oh god, it's hard to do that. There we go. So you see how this is the correct height now. And I'm gonna move the loft down a bit. I said I'm gonna move the loft down a bit. Okay, so this is weird. Do you see how the aquarium and the glide things are not snapping back to the loft? Or is it just on my screen?
Just on your screen.
Okay, so the aquarium is back up on the loft for you, right?
Yeah. It hasn't even moved at all.
Yeah, the aquarium hasn't moved for me.
Yeah, it's a bit trickier if you're... Okay, so if you are building this on an elevated platform, it's gonna be a bit harder than just using it on a flat ground like you're floating it through a basement.
Okay, then why don't we just put it in the basement? We don't really need to arrange right now.
You mean...
Yeah, just push it through the basement.
Oh god, thank you so much. This saves so much trouble, and it's gonna be what people are mainly gonna go for anyways, most of the times. Let me put this down.
I can wait up here.
wait for this
Rhapsody
to
slowly
peek
lifting
through.
up.
Yeah, I just kept getting higher and higher. It's really weird. Loft Rhapsody up through the floor.
You're the furniture item.
I'm cute enough.
So
I really like
I'm
this
almost
stove.
done.
I was actually going to use it in the fireplace I'm going to build instead of using like like candles. I was just going to put that in there.
Wait,
I've seen
wait.
that before.
Stuff inside? The stuff inside. Oh, you mean like? Do you mean like a wood burner inside a brick casing?
Yes.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. This is. I think that was like kind of industrial. If I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Oh, this is too low. This is too low. Almost done.
Unfortunately, most of our stuff is glitch heavy, which is what we're trying to work around.
I guess it do be like that. I guess because if you want something nice, you gotta work for it.
Yeah. I think the only non-glitch heavy thing is like the bed. Div's bed.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because it was just like messing around with shit and just placing it up by vanilla. Okay, there you go. So, 3, 2, 1, bam, it's here.
Wow! Out of
Check that
nowhere.
out.
So now we can place shit down here, and do you have other lights here too, actually? So we can just use them instead. Like I just want to see how it looks like.
Yeah, I think
Let me go get you some of those.
Yeah, she has the Ronkin. They're over in the.
I don't. I only had the alchemic.
Oh, I didn't have the Ronkin. Hold on. I thought I did.
It's a wooden work lantern. Wooden work lantern. There we go. I said it.
Do you have the manor flower stand here, Ashen?
No. Should I go pick up this light? What was it called?
I thought it was called a wooden work lantern, but that's not popping up on the MB. Oh yeah, it's not tradable or market boardable.
Let me go grab it real quick. And no, I don't have a manor one. Do you want to build the stove or just the fireplace?
I mean, if it's just a stove, we can just call it done with a stove instead of using the entire thingy.
Yeah, someone
basically-
mentioned it earlier in FD, linking to the one you made in that pirate house.
Oh, you mean the hideout?
Yeah.
What about it? Sorry, I didn't see it.
Oh, someone was asking how you did it, and that's why I had this idea. You could just build it again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not really. It was removed in that hideout specifically recently, because the stuff from the Starium is so much better. Like it's an actual stuff and stuff like that.
Stroben stuff.
It's just good stuff and stuff.
Okay, I brought. If you wanted to make the like actual.
Did you
cooktop, I
place in your build? Did you have it on the ground level?
Yes. Yep.
So you didn't-
I lofted my thing.
Oh, so you didn't even need
stove.
to. Oh, that's so much easier then, actually, because it's so high. The lantern itself is so big.
The. It's like the same size as other lanterns, isn't it?
Can you place it down for me?
I got 2 of the wooden ones.
Nice. Okay. I thought Rhapsody brought them. That's why. Oh, you brought
no,
the banners. Oh.
I brought these for you.
Yeah, those are
Those are
fun.
Yeah, those are the ones I used. Hold on, let me finish storing this before you start doing stuff.
Okay.
I had a bunch of stuff that's Ashen's over at that other house.
Oh god. Okay, so I guess we're building the full thing. So this is the manor flower stand. It's not being used much actually. Like people don't really use it. I think I think if you could dye the cushion on it, it would be so much easier to use it actually.
It's just a weird design.
It is. It really is. But ironically, it's the exact same. If you look at the top of the flower stand and at the top of the aquarium, they just kind of went for the exact same thing. So what I just did, I placed it like this. Sorry, Rhapsody.
Oh,
There you go.
Raiko asked if we can explain how we float things with lofts.
I think it's easier to just demonstrate it, right?
Yeah, Ashen should probably show that part.
Yeah, I'll show it after this stove build.
So after this, we already have this little thingy here. So we have this very small space in between the actual cooking plate, if you can call it like that. Let me just bring this a bit further, actually, like... So you can always adjust things afterwards, so you don't have to worry. The only thing that is lofted right now is the Hinken stuff.
Mhm.
So you basically have this little space in between the plate and the aquarium. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this underpoury wall lantern, and I don't know, did we just mess around and I found this out, or was it just like we were trying to figure out what flame to use beneath it, right?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
JP designer who had made this used the Amdapori flame in it, but I think, like you said, it wasn't showing inside the aquarium, so you wanted a way for it to show.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, I know. Yeah, you're right. I remembered that he used the Puri light, but I was really bummed out that you can't see the flame. So what I did is just. Do you see how the little knob on top of the aquarium? So basically, I thought this is like the best place to just have a flame come out of it. So you see how the Puri light is basically completely hidden, and you can only see the flame coming out of a little knob. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna remove the Puri wall. You're gonna unattach it from the wall. You're gonna move the wall away, and it's done already.
I love
So you
that.
have a little light coming out of that, and so because it's basically heating the. So what I did is like we tried to mess around when we first did this with Ashen. Like we placed this cooking pot on top of it, so the steam coming out of it is just perfect because it's basically actually heated by the flame beneath it. But because I didn't like how tall the pot is, I constantly tried to move it to the ground, but it kept snapping to the actual floor, so we couldn't do anything about it, sadly. But this is basically the entire build. So what Rhapsody did is she just took those lights here. I think this is how you did it, at least.
Mine
she
are
placed it
actually super sneaky. In my build, they're sitting on top of a hanging wall plant.
So they are floated.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not floating. They're sitting on something. It's the planter thing that's.
Oh yeah, okay, makes sense then. I wish this little gray part won't stick out of it, because
Yeah.
if you dye it, it's perfect. It's like the perfect grit too.
Yeah, why doesn't that die? What kind of dye channels do they have?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Like of
You
all
know
the
those
things, that
creatures.
little like, it reminds me of troll tusks from WoW.
Looks like a mustache.
Look at you, WoW nerd. Get out of here.
Nope.
Okay, so yeah, this is basically the entire thing, right? Like, there's nothing else to it, really. The thing that you gotta consider when you want to build this is since there's a wall item behind it, the Amdapori light, you're gonna be really careful with it. If you have, okay, I'm gonna demonstrate it. Let's say you put this in a corner, right? And for example, you put a wall like here. If I exit this now, okay, it's not gonna do this now, but of course, it's gonna, yeah, there we go. You see how it snapped to the wall behind it because it was too close? Even though it is on an angle, it's gonna fuck with you big time. And so you really gotta be careful. Either you're gonna leave enough space between the corner and the stuff itself, or you're gonna use items that are actually not wall items, so it cannot snap to them. For example, let me put this back actually.
That counter is a perfect thing.
Yeah, I was about to use that actually. So if you use that, for example, since it's not an item which has a hitbox for wall items, it doesn't matter how close you put it, because it's not gonna snap to it. So you are free to use that, for example, or just use some. I think if you use stuff like the partitions, right? It's not gonna snap because the item is too low. Because the way how partitions work in this game is very weird, because the bottom part of it is not considered the hitbox. So
the trim.
yeah, the trim is not unlike the flat stage walls, for example, which have a straight clean hitbox from the top to the bottom. the trim of the partitions is actually an item which you normally can't place items on, except a few storage plates, for example. So you see, no matter how close I put it, it's not gonna snap because the trim is not considered a snappable surface.
Oh,
or the
that's a
wall
good
item.
workaround.
This is what I did in my hideouts too, for a person who asked about this. So I could put it in a corner without worrying about it.
Very cool. I'd never even considered that. I knew that it wasn't a wall surface, but I didn't think about it for snapping floated items.
Yeah.
Or like not snapping floated items. I
I think that's because it's just the amount of times you actually use a floated item on such a low level is very rare. Because it's not many things that you can do with that. For example,
it is good working knowledge to have.
Definitely. For example, if you wanna do this thing here, and you wanna have like the back of the posters here to cover this wooden part and be completely white. I saw someone did it in FD. Do you guys remember who it was?
That was Rhapsody.
Ooh.
Oh, that was Rhapsody? Okay, never mind. So what Rhapsody is
Now she
basically,
wants to come inside.
she used the back of the thingies here and put it like here, and it won't snap, for example. This is just another example of having items on a low level.
Alright, so there's the stove, and let me show how to loft. So are they asking how to loft things on a loft? Let me read it again, hold on. Using the lofts to float something, okay. What's something I can float?
Okay. You can use the...
I'll float a bed.
Yeah, float the bed. Do you need lofts? Because I still have in my inventory.
I should have enough.
No, she decided to visit us.
Hi, Nashi. She's so cute.
Yeah, let me look at your love. God, I love this hat. So good. Cute Noshi.
Alright, so I loft with just one single loft at a time, and I'll hit escape and put it back. But you can be more efficient if you use several. And I'll use, I don't know, 4 or 5. Hold on.
Are you using the lofts to float it?
Yeah, I think that's what they need to see.
Okay, so if you use lofts, you don't have to put the stage panel all the way. Can I touch things?
Yeah, go ahead.
So if you have a stage panel here, if you place the loft like this, it's just an example. It's gonna be enough. Float it, because the middle hit. Usually you want the middle hitbox of an item to float things, right? But that only counts for small surfaces. If you have like a giant surface like the lofts, it's super easy. You just need it to be very low. So yeah. I already see that you do the very fast way.
And there we go. It's like a cake.
And it's, yeah, basically you just follow the grid snap points, basically. Just where the lofts touch, just place it. That's it. And each step is I think for almost every single item it goes like this. Funnily enough, the new marble walls, right, Ashen?
Yeah.
They don't. Yeah, did you notice they don't float like the normal walls? They just go like normal furniture items, and makes my life so much easier.
Yes, I really like it.
I already experimented with the marble walls, and
I'm not
Gotta do that.
very nimble. Hold on. There we go. Oh no, I'm trying to jump up there.
wow. Can't get up
There
here.
we go.
Actually.
Alright, so that's how you put something up there. Once I rotated it, they could see it. On my screen I can see it, but to finalize it you do need to rotate. This is a weird, like...
I don't like this at all.
My face is over yours, it's so weird. It's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Holy shit.
It's strange. anyways.
Hello, Bell Bells. It's not recruiting. No, thank you.
Yeah, I do use the Riviera shelf exclusively because I work in a lot of tight spaces, so it's very annoying when the wooden loft grabs everything.
That's true.
And there are some things, I don't know if y'all, sorry, I just got off the phone. There are some things that have a hitbox smaller than the Riviera wall, or than the loft can
Yeah,
do.
definitely. So this is basically the fast way for the majority of the items in the game. But there's of course exceptions, like the like this flat white wall here, the rectangular wall. The normal partitions also don't work like that, except the marble partitions. They for some reason work with lofts, but no other partition.
Basically every partition works like the marble partition, except the stage panel and the white rectangular.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot that the NPC, the ones with the trimming, right? They work like that too.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I thought they could work like that too. I haven't done a lot of it just yet.
What's next?
I'm going to build an open window because that is heavily requested, and I will do 2 different versions of how I do it.
Gotcha.
The first one I'm going to do is, let's see. I probably don't need to be lofted. The first one I'm going to do is a simple one. It's going to just be the picture up close. So you can see the painting. It doesn't have a lot of depth. Okay, how do? First I'm going to get a painting, I guess. That'll work. And then, let's see, I do have a spotlight. Now that's the one thing I use, and actually I'll use that last. So how would I build this easy peasy? We're just going to make a fake window, and I'll use some sideboards here.
Are you gonna use the aquarium for that too?
Yeah, I think I will. You can do this 2 different, actually lots of ways, but I like it with the aquarium because it will reflect the light, and that's actually what we should be using, but it's about to be dark.
I think the main reason why aquariums are used is, how do I explain this? Do you guys notice when you look at pictures of actual real life pictures, and there's always this blue tint to things? Do you guys know what I mean? Like, there's always this blue kind of tint to the light outside, and I don't know how it's worked really. I mean, this is of course because of the sky's color, right, and the reflection of the oceans on the sky. This is the reason why it's blue. But there's always this. If you notice this a lot, if you are in cities where the sun isn't out completely, so it's not this saturated, colorful setting outside. It's always this blue tint to it. Do you guys understand what I mean? Because I have no idea how to explain
Are you
it.
talking about like looking out of a window?
No, not specifically. Even if you are outside yourself, and let's say you are standing in the shadow of a building, right? It's not gonna be gray and black. It's gonna be bluish. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's that called?
There's a name for it. I know that there's a name for it, but it's even hard to explain if you don't. Hang on.
What's he doing? Furiously Googling?
I'm giggling because I just googled blue tint on everything, and it says cyanopsia is a medical term for seeing everything tinted with blue. It's also referred to as blue vision. Cyanopsia sometimes occurs as a side effect of taking Viagra, Cialis, or Levitra.
Is there something you want to tell us, dude?
But you guys knew what I mean, so.
Do we?
I don't think that's what you meant.
Hang on. I know there's a name for it, and you guys seem
I mean, I definitely believe you. Like, so when you're looking at a picture.
Okay, very good. Okay, I got it. The white direct sunlight is much brighter than the usual blue skylight, and this is the main reason that the entire outside world is not completely blue. White light contains all colors, so a scene illuminated by white light will show the innate colors of the objects in the scene. When illuminated by white light, such as sunlight, we are able to see grass as green, the flowers as red, and wood as brown. We're all shown as usual mix of colors when illuminated by white light, but outside there will always be a slight blue tint to things.
Yep.
So, I don't know. This is
I was gonna
weird science side. Okay, I got a picture.
When I'm painting, you always have to take into account that there's a little bit of blue to everything. You have to mix blue in with your colors because there's always just going to be some of that because of.
Live friction. Do you see this? I posted a picture. Do you see how it's not just like it's not gray on the snow? It's bluish.
Yeah.
Do you see the back how it's dark blue instead of just gray? This is exactly what I mean, and this is the reason why people try to use crane, because it adds a lot to the realism behind it too, as much as we can.
I'm trying to remember how to make a window. I've been doing the different window for so long. I forgot how to do this one window.
Oh my god. Okay, but do you see, Rhapsody, if you look in-game at Ashen's aquarium at the window, this dark bluish color, and if you compare it to the image I posted in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly what I mean. Okay, so hang on.
So you're saying using the aquarium's glass to make open windows in-game adds a fully immersive realism?
Exactly, immersion.
Your favorite word.
Immersed in that aquarium, more like.
Hang on. If you guys, I don't know if Ashen probably didn't brought up the image I was talking about this entire time, but I'm gonna link it in the Twitch chat.
I haven't even looked. I've been trying to think how to make a window.
Yeah, thanks, Ashen. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Busy.
So this is the picture I was talking about. So you guys see what I mean by there's always this blue tint to things because of the sky. I still don't know what the term for that is.
Life.
When the scenery includes a lot of shadow and there is snow on the ground to reflect a lot of the light, the blue tint on the outside world caused by the sky becomes obvious. There's no name to it. It just is.
It just is.
Yeah.
Welcome to life on Earth.
Okay, so
I've been here for a while. How are you?
So don't accuse me of those weird Viagra kind of blue things. The blue tint of shadows can make for dazzling scenery worthy of being painted or photographed. Now this sounds real artistic. I like that definition. I'm gonna save this link. Because I tend to explain this to... I remember it when I was at the office and I tried to explain this to other people, and they called me crazy. My own friends were like, what the fuck are you talking about? Even in German, I can
blue, guys, you didn't see it?
Duh. What, did you swallow too many Viagra again?
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Alright,
I think this window's gonna take... The window's gonna take a while, because if you want the details... But do you see how it is, even in Ashen's game, how the shadow in the environment there is actually bluish now too, and it looks much better? I like it.
Basically, what I'm going to try to do is cover the frame as much as possible. Because I just want the picture to be shown, but let's see, how did I do this last time with a picture? I think I did it over in Jada's house and I used a screen door to obscure most of it. You need to hide a lot of the frame. If you want it to be like this picture frame thing, you cannot show that it looks like a picture. It's different with an open window because you can make it really big. So what I'm gonna try to do is hide the bottom, make it look like it is kind of grass showing, and then how would I hide the top? I usually obscure it by floating like a partition or something above it. So I think I'll do that. Or actually, I could just float windows.
I got 5 FC invites in the past 10 minutes. What is happening?
I want to point out to everyone who's watching, look at how Ashen staggered the wall planters so that all 3 of them are at completely different heights, and one of them's even further up in level. And actually, I think all 3 are at different levels as well. One's further back, and like that is what's going to give you some depth and realism in your open window, is not just placing them all on one flat level, because it'll, you know, if you place them all on one flat level, it would certainly cover the frame a little bit better, but this way it actually looks like, you know, stuff's growing out there. It doesn't all grow in a straight line.
Exactly, especially because I see a lot of people just have a straight line on the same level of those planters, and then you, first of all, you see the repetitive patterns from afar. If you have 2 items next to each other, you might not notice it, but as soon as you have multiple items in a single place next to each other, you're gonna notice the repetitive pattern. And this is, especially for plant life, this is not how nature works, basically. Like, nature isn't symmetrical. I know the...
Until I get at it with my shear.
Oh, or like that, yeah, those typical American hedges.
Wow, hey.
Hey, what are you gonna... Are you gonna fucking correct me on your white fence American garden dream? White picket fence?
Let's just keep watching Ashen here.
So basically what I want to say is, like, there's a few themes or a few design styles, like Asian designs, where they try to be very symmetrical. Like Asian and Oriental designs are very symmetrical in many ways. And they even try to, like, if you look at Zen gardens and stuff like that, everything is tidy, nothing is overgrown or stuff like that. But if you do something like that, for example, it's much easier to have a bit of texture instead of a repetitive pattern. I think this goes for a lot of things, actually.
I'm just gonna be lazy and put a window there to hide it, to hide the top.
Fine.
Now, if it was morning. Let's see, hold on. Now, normally what I always do is I put a window behind. The window behind is going to be obscured completely. So you cannot have a wall back there, because what's going to happen is if you put your window and your painting together, it will just show the window and you will not have a painting. So you need to make sure that you have enough space to where when you make this setup that you have you don't have a natural wall too close and you don't have a fake wall too close, because then it will grab. See if I can grab it.
Yeah, grabbing things if you float them can be the death of you, sometimes.
Do the inventory.
I forget how to do it.
Just place that one stage panel that's empty in your inventory, and then place this stage panel that you want gone in your inventory.
What stage panels in my inventory?
No, just put on return to inventory mode, and go click something that you don't need, like that extra stage panel. Now click this stage panel. No.
What do I do?
I never used this either, so I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Just trust me. Do it again. Turn on return to inventory mode and click something that you don't need. Now this stage panel that you're trying to get rid of stuff. Yep.
What the hell?
There you go.
Oh.
It's so much easier.
Well,
Actually,
shit. I need to add
I
my
didn't
piece,
know that.
my final piece.
What? There's just a bathtub over here.
Yeah, I placed a bathtub for me so I can watch.
So the last thing I usually do is a spotlight that's hidden because I like to have a shadow.
This is how she does the beautiful shadow.
Yeah, I think the shadows are overlooked.
Definitely.
This won't be a perfect shadow because I don't have a perfect window, but what can I do?
Get another plant.
You can float it a bit higher, the actual light a bit higher, maybe that could work.
Ooh. Wow, plant, you're useless.
Yeah, where's the shadow plant?
Yeah, some items have.
What?
There's even a few instances. What the fuck?
There we go.
Wait,
well, it looks
okay.
terrible.
Oh, well, rip that plant.
There's a few instances of items where the actual shadow cast is limited, so Squarenix doesn't have to bother with coding that into it. Oh, you want the fucking
that was
light on the
great.
mesh? No.
Just do that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Now when the lights turn on outside, it'll look very nice.
The window light, the light of a window behind the painting is gonna overlap with the actual stage light.
Mm-hmm.
So it might look a bit weird, but I'm not entirely sure right now.
I think it'll look lovely.
Okay, so there's that, and then something underneath. Like, I had tables. What did I do with this? Didn't I have tables?
You had hanging sideboards, yeah.
You know, when they first released Shadowbringers, and I knew that there's not gonna be an east or like far east in V first, I was so happy. Because that means they can't introduce new furniture that's gonna be far eastern themed. Then I realized they sure can, but just not at Shadowbringers release. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like we have so much eastern furniture in this game, and so many other things are overlooked that it's just... Oh, this is so nice with a darker setting. This is nice.
Alright, so...
I can't wait for the lights to come on.
Yep, so there's a simple one. If it was morning, you could see the window effect, because I have a window hiding behind the painting there that you can't see. But it will, you know, do that really cool beam of light. Now she says she can't see anything.
Okay, so in the meantime, we can build something else and then come back to this when it is daylight, because it is not even midnight Eorzean time.
Yeah, and then I'll also show the deeper window with like actual stuff inside, and also how I do it, because I do like a day cycle. I don't think a lot of people do the windows like obscuring with the day cycle as much as I do. But we'll see.
You're just a crazy person who just considers every single light circle in the game.
Yeah. Alright,
But
so...
it's really nice.
What's the next one? Hold on, let me check. I came prepared.
Do you want me to do the bed?
Yeah, do the bed, and then I'll do a fridge, and Rhapsody can do... What can Rhapsody do? It's not glitch heavy. Well, honestly, we have a lot of stuff. That, even just simple stuff, we can just show how to do it. Just to show how we layer it and stuff. Because I think that's a kind of a hurdle for people, figuring out layering. So let's do the bed. Do you have 2 beds?
I can't even find one bed. Where is it?
I'm gonna steal some of these partitions back. I'm gonna go set up the trim in that other.
Oh, there's the table we floated last week. I just found it because it was hidden inside a wall. There it is. Table. Okay. Thank you very much. You want me to use pink, yeah? Okay.
Well, I guess that's what I had it as.
Oh yeah, it's from your previous build, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Oh god, this is even the same corner I built this in, I think. Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
it's not really complicated. This is a super simple one, so you can do this everywhere. It's just a few items too, so it's not heavy. So basically, what you will need is 2 of those beds, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna move them inside of each other, so it's gonna be like this. So the middle, I think it's like this, right? If I remember correctly. So what you will do, you will take those hanging desks, and do you see how like it's very like it bends perfectly on the side? So right now I see that it's not as wide as the actual bed, so I have to move it a bit closer. So you have it like this. So the only thing about this bed is that you will have 3 pillows. I don't know how many beds have 3 pillows, but I guess. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the hanging desk here, and you're gonna place it inside the bed. So it's gonna look like this in the end, and it will basically cover the entirety of the width here, and it even wraps around the bed here itself. So it actually looks like a blanket on top of it, and you will need a few of those because the hanging desks are not that wide. The good thing about this is that you will not see the red of the sides of it, because they will overlap. For example, you can't dye the red on the sides, so you will basically cover them up with each other. So in the end, it will look something like this, and it's already done. You already have a bedspread on your bed. You will have you will adjust a few things here and there on the corners on the sides, but that's in. That's already it. Do you have futon mattresses here?
I should have some in storage.
Let's see. No, I don't see any. I think they're considered rocks, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they are considered
Wow.
rocks.
Bullshit. Okay, so you will just take 2 of those because the bed is a bit wider than usual. You can take 1, but I like to take 2 because it covers the blanket on the bottom of the bed. So basically, you put something like this, and you do the same as the bed. So you basically overlap each of them. And done. You can dye this. If you don't like this pattern here, you can just leave it, honestly, because it's not a necessity. I don't know, I just like it. It's a little addition here. It will stick out back here, but you will have a bed against the wall anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's it already, and you can even it's still fully functional, so you can still completely normally sleep on it. I think Ashton, if you go to the middle, I think you should be able to sleep on the middle. So you can actually fit 3 people, so there's no heavy glitching here too. This is just a few items inside of each other, nothing glitch heavy, nothing slot heavy either, really. And it's gonna add so much more than just having a plain white bed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's already it.
Okay, let's see. There's 2 easy ones we can work on, and I have everything here. And these are ones that Rhapsody has done. And the first one is the chandelier, the Marimo, the lamp. Marimo, is that what they're called?
Oh yeah. I don't know, Marimo or Marimo?
You need 4, and I have 2. Ay, ay, ay. I know I have more, because I made like a lot.
You can make it happen with 3.
I think I have it over in storage somewhere. We're gonna do that, and then the other one is a the glass jars with the flowers inside hanging up on the pretty board.
On the what?
On the wax vegetable. It makes it look
Oh,
like the
okay.
backdrop.
Sorry, you cut out a little. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, let's see. Riviera wall shelf and whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm going to go work in this other small house and set up some of this wallpaper so that we can show that real quick.
Okay.
And by quick, I mean y'all keep doing stuff, and I'm gonna set.
I have 2 more lamps.
I was thinking about another thing. Do you want me to do the one stained window? Because it's very, very simple to do. And people keep still asking me.
Oh yeah, do that. And also, I was gonna do the starry sky, and maybe you can show your own window that you did with the through the actual window.
Yeah, I need you to dye some rectangular partitions black for that. Like, how many were we?
All of your rectangular partitions.
Girl, I needed those.
All of them.
Okay, so Rhapsody's doing that. I can do the sky. How many partitions did you need, Div?
I don't know, you have like... I just noticed that you have like a bajillion in your inventory somewhere, so it's not a big deal. It's in your... It's actually placed, but I don't know where. I just don't see it. Just blind, I think.
I just stole all of them, I swear.
All of them? There's like... 1, 2... There's at least 30.
They're placed like in the... Oh, I don't know. I didn't look at any of their floors.
Oh, yeah. Whatever was in storage I wasn't using. You took them all, Rhapsody? Oh my god.
I took 20 of them. Actually, no, I took 19 of them. I had to go buy one. So you're welcome, random fanfrit person that I bought stuff from.
There's still a bunch here on this side, so... The floated ones.
She's using them.
Yeah, I will cut you if you take one of those.
I asked you and you were like, yeah, that's fine. And I didn't touch it, but I could have.
How many do you need? I'll bring them back.
I think there's like 30 in your inventory, so I'm sure not every one of them is used for floating, right? I just clicked on all of them. There are. One. How many rectangular partitions did he use to demonstrate this on the right side?
Don't worry about it.
It's like
I don't want to hear it.
It's like I see. Okay, she placed a few of them, like 30 to 40, and then I click on each and every one of them, and the arrow's always on this right side, somewhere inside, and I can't even see it. I just see that the arrow is pointing there.
They're up, like she used them to hide the doors, like up in that ceiling for the beam and stuff.
Yeah, I see now. Oh Jesus, Ashen, you mad lad.
She goes, I will cut you.
Where do I get carbuncle lanterns? Oh, right.
Grand
FC.
Company seals.
No.
Oh, FC.
Credits.
Seals. Credits, sorry.
You both are right. It's credits, but I have to go to a Grand Company to buy it.
Really? I thought you could buy it in the ward.
No.
Okay, I'll be right back real quick.
I could buy them in Shirogane.
Well, I don't know. Is Shirogane special?
There must be a reason it's so much more expensive. It's because you can buy carbuncle lanterns in the ward. I'm just kidding. I think the Oasis's vendors are like more spread out. Shirogane's are all in one place. So it could be that you've just never, like, I don't know if there is a vendor there or if you've never come across it because it's not in your corner of the ward.
I don't know. I only know the one. I only know the one FC guy. So. All right.
Because I know I can buy dive credits and stuff in my ward too.
Yeah, I can do that. That's where I get it from. But you're saying that guy, you get carbuncle lanterns? Because he doesn't have it.
Maybe not.
Anyways, I'm gonna show in my FC the effect I'm going for before I make a really bad knockoff.
You ever try to knock off your own stuff?
A knockoff of my knockoff. So here's what it looks like. I tried to emulate like a large starry sky with a balcony. I didn't add a lot of depth to it, and this is a year old almost.
So pretty though.
Yeah, I really like it. It's very pretty. I wanted to make a like airship, but I just ran out of space. Maybe next time when I redo the FC. But what I'm gonna do is show you how I did this process, and all I'm basically gonna do is just put it behind the wall, and you can see that how easy it is actually, and then you can make your own. No, Lauren. Is it Lauren who does the night skies a lot lately?
Lauren did one for sure in her master bedroom.
Yeah, master bedroom, and then I thought, was it? She did like an academy. Was it Lauren?
Yes, I want to say.
I've been so discombobulated.
Yeah. Oh, I see why you're confused. She changed her name to Lore in Discord.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the Academy. Was there a starry sky in here? I didn't notice. Let's see. I must not have looked close enough. It was for. Oh yeah, there is. There's a beautiful starry sky with a telescope. Oh, and cloud. Maybe that's not a cloud. What is that? That's so cool.
Now the cool thing about these lanterns is I did a full starry sky with the ceiling on top, like I did black carpet, and the sparkles actually show from the bottom.
Ooh.
I could probably show that actually. Okay, so
Oh, are you showing from the bottom as well?
yeah, I'm gonna make it like a corridor, I guess.
That sounds fancy.
Thing about these
So it'll be
rugs,
fully immersive night sky.
yeah, but you know when I made it, because I was working on a cafe with somebody, when I did it, it was so claustrophobic. It was like the area I was working in was really tiny.
Oh.
Yeah, I only had like 40 slots to do it, but
I'm sorry, you were saying about lofting the rug?
the requirement for it to stick is so high.
Oh, yeah. They're another
back.
one that I like to do with. Welcome back. They're another one that I like to do with the wooden lofts because they don't have a very low jump requirement.
Yo, Ashen, do you want me to tell you a lifesaver? If you want to lift items up with the, what is it called? The Riviera wall shelf, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to unselect back to inventory each and every time.
What do I have to do?
Okay, so basically, You click on the back to inventory icon, right?
Yeah.
You return you return the shelf to your inventory, like you usually do, right? Then you can drag and place it on there without even having to click the movement icon.
What?
So you can basically you take it out of your inventory, you place it on the wall like you wanted, you exit, and you do all of that over again without having to select the other icon.
Oh my goodness, that's you know,
This is a time saver, right?
that is a time saver.
When
Wait,
I
wait, wait.
discovered this, I
Show
was
me.
like, you know, yeah, your hand is going there, but you don't have to. Like you.
It's because
you
I'm so
basically-
used to it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You go left, right, that's it.
It's almost daytime to see the effect of that window.
Sorry, by the way, if I have to mute myself occasionally because my family's here now, so I kind of have to be. I kind of just have to mute so you guys don't hear kids in the background.
Oh, I guess you can't see it that much. Oh yeah, I guess. You can see it coming from the ceiling at least. Not as much as the wall though. I don't have any stage panels I have. Just make a dark, scary hallway.
Just in time for Halloween. That would actually be pretty cool, honestly, for a haunted house. I'm actually really excited to make another haunted house. I loved making that one for my.
Yeah, I really liked making a haunted house on FanFree, but I don't know if I'll do it again.
Oh, you went all out on that one. That one was awesome. I'm getting all the boring loft stuff out of the way for this wall.
Alright, so spooky black box.
Ooh, I think that looks really cool, honestly.
Yeah, but it's pretty. This is very easy glitch. People are always asking what the sparkles are, and they're just carbuncle lanterns. Or you can use a stuffed carbuncle. And Div came up with something neat for this. I could probably show it since I don't know if he's still here. Oh wait, it's morning. Okay, let me show the effect of this window that I worked on.
Ooh, I see it.
Alright, so that blinding light is coming from behind the window. Let me lower the house lights.
Oh, there's Div. Naked catboy barges.
If you want it to have this particular effect, where you can see the beams and this white glaring light, it has to be on that exact time, which is 6 a.m. right now. It will start to move, and then you will lose the beam effect as the sun rays, go through the sky.
Now she.
Oh my god, it's so bright. I'm so sorry.
Now she dropped a giant star on it.
Ah,
Yeah, I saw.
Airfully star, holy shit. Okay, I'm back, finally.
Alright, so that is one window. Wow, that is so bright.
That is. But it's so pretty. Like, I love being able to see the grid on the glass.
Yeah, if you angle it, you can see it, and I like that effect, yeah. Now, Nora Rappy, he does these windows so much. I would say this is the Nora window.
Oh, for sure.
So this is the default one.
When I think of an Nora window, I always think of the light of the imitation window behind it dropping onto the aquarium wall. This is what I always consider a Nora window for some reason. I think this is because Nora did this very cool tutorial months ago.
Yeah. Yeah, he was very nice to do it. It was like 20 items for like a fully built window. But what he did and what I do is use plants and foliage to add depth, because if it was just a flat screen, it would just look like a painting. And I do see that a lot, which is fine, do it however you want, but I prefer a realistic kind of looking window.
For sure.
Definitely. So I know that you wanted, while you worked on this thing, I think I overheard that you want me to do the other thingy next? The smaller version of it?
Yeah, I think I have a window in
that
storage.
window.
Do you have a window for that?
Yeah, I've got
We
one.
It's
can't
very-
place at the same time. It's super annoying.
I think I never even put that to use because there's a thing I wanted to, but I didn't got to work on it yet. It was this astrology kind of room.
I remember.
Thank you for the follow.
Oh, who followed?
Kyoko Star.
Kyoko Star, familiar name. Thinking.
Fashion report. Hello.
Oh,
Funk.
fashion report.
Thanks, Kyoko. You saved my ass when I needed MGP.
Yes.
Right. Story of my entire life. The entire time playing this game, just following Kyoko for fashion report. I need this MGP.
Yeah, I was like, when the card dropped, I was like, oh shit, I just spent all my money on the last level 1 glam versions of the Garo gear, so I needed the 30k. I really need it, thank you.
Alright, so I can do this next window really fast actually, because I was just about to put it in here.
Whatever one did you want to do?
Do you want to show yours real quick?
Yeah, sure. Do you have a... Hang on.
Yeah, it's in storage.
Okay, I need to turn up the light so I can work a bit. Not much. Okay. It's...
Div turning up the lights.
Hey, I need to... Okay, so in the last time I actually noticed how I actually using more light now. Like, not hand placed light, but like I'm trying to not do things on light level 0.
Nice.
It's not good, I noticed.
Oh,
Because
look at
no, it's just the thing that the difference between 0 and 1 is just so immense. Like, there's light coming from nowhere if you're using a custom ceiling, for example, and I don't like that. I just want things to be realistic, lit up and stuff like that. So this is why I like Lighthouse 0 with custom lights. Okay, so where is it? So we have the... There it is, the imitation shuttered window. So usually you would place it like this, but what I wanted to do, I wanted a simple window with a night sky behind it. So the issue I had is when it's on day, it's just gray, and it doesn't look. And if you have like an astrology setting, like let's say you have an upper floor with that big open sky, night sky, right? But down below you have like windows which are just grayed out when it's night. It just feels wrong to me. So what I basically did is just gonna take that. I'm gonna rotate this wall. So what we wanna get is basically not the front of a window. Instead of that, we just want the back of it. So I'm just gonna turn it like that. So this way, you can make it permanently night because there's not gonna be light coming through that window anymore. Just, can I get... Okay. Can I move this wall, Ash, and this partition?
Yeah, I'm gonna do something.
Okay. So basically, you will have this window here, so it's still there. The light is still there, but it's not gonna shine through. So let's say you have a permanent night sky. This way, you won't have like immersion breaking light coming through because it's nighttime, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take what are they? Where are they? Actually, do you have a black thingies here? The rectangular walls?
No, Rhapsody took them all.
Wait, so I can use none?
Oh my goodness.
hold
Okay,
on.
I'm coming back. Holy.
So, okay.
What
But I
what
think-
can I
part
do?
with?
There's a limitation to this window, though. Which is not. It's not that bad to work around, but. Or can you?
How
work
many
around
do
it?
you
Because
need?
I think he needs like 5. I'm
I think 5, yeah. Just leave them so black for now. So. Yeah, there's some workaround for that right now, but I can think of at least. So you're gonna have sides of them. Oh, okay, there we go. So you're gonna take this rectangular wall,
Ashton's not watching.
and yeah, she is. She's right behind me. And you place it like this. You place it a few pixels behind the wooden part of a window. So you see how there's this dark white, which is from the rectangular wall. And you're gonna repeat this a few times, so it's gonna be a few item slots. It's really not many. So you're gonna repeat this step by step. And this way you will have the grid of the window. And you will have this very nice trim with very nice wooden part, and you still can dye it. Oh no, I'll need 4 in total, I think. If I see this correctly. So you don't have to do like fancy wooden frame things and waste your slots on, so you just need 1 window and 4 of those partitions sideways. Oh, it's a bit too far. There we go. And you're just gonna repeat this like I do. So as I said, there's a limitation to this, so basically place this down a little. There we go. Just adjusting some things. Okay, done. So basically you're gonna have to cover this bottom part. So you see how the partitions are gonna stick out? So you basically need to cover it with something. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a table, could be anything really. It also depends on your on the height of the window. You can also just float it from beneath, so it's not gonna be much of an issue if you need it on a certain height. But basically you can just cover this up. And this way you have a nice trimming, and you will have... Can you dye the stage panel white, Ashen? And the other thing is black?
I ran out of black, but I have white.
Okay. I just want to see, so you guys see the contrast between the actual window and the black. So this way you have the black nice sky outside. And I'm gonna use the carbuncles. What was the other item? I think because I used to do this in stuffed carbuncles. Yes, because Repsy was so nice to place them down when I was mid in the middle of building it, and she placed it down, and it was a different glowing and sparkly effect, so it's perfect. So let's see. Let's float some actually. Just gonna take a loft. Probably go. Well, can I take the carbuncles behind this wall here, Ashen?
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Okay. So let's see. There we go. This is an example of how you can do it. It's basically the same concept as but this time I just use it on different. I just use 2 carbuncles, I think, in total. It's on many. To give a star sparkly effect again. Behind the single window. But I think that's pretty much it. You just repeat this up here. And you're gonna have a really nice night sky window. Very small one. Instead of a whole night sky, so you don't have to go full out if you really don't want to.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Hang on, just gonna finish this up actually. Just have 2 of the carbuncles here. Can actually get this to work. So the further you place it into the wall behind it, by the way, the less of a effect you get. So I think that's it, right? There we go. So now you have a very nice window with some stars behind it. It's very subtle, so you don't have to go full out. Oh yeah, this is really nice. It also has this bluish effect coming from outside of the window, so you actually have immersive lighting coming out of a window.
Yeah.
So with a permanent, so you have a permanent night sky, permanent lighting in the same state, and yeah, that's basically it. I'm definitely gonna use it. I think we did this like half a year ago, right, Rhapsody? When I was at your place.
So yeah, it was while you were doing the Garlean.
Yeah, basically. So while I was doing that, I would just experiment with it. Have we done a break it down of that actually? I don't think we've done it, right?
No, I have that GIF hanging around, but you never like used it in a build, so I didn't want to like. I don't know,
Yeah, I should
build
probably
the
use.
beans?
I think I should just use it in a build, and then we can make a break it down, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's such a cute thing. I love that window. It's adorable.
It was basically like the reason why I did it is because as I said, I didn't like that there's the big night sky and downstairs there's the window where light is coming through, and just was like, wait, what? So I just wanted a permanent dark window. So what's next on the list?
I'm gonna do the bigger window, and this one will have the depth and the day cycle.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
I noticed we wanted those curtains for so long, but we haven't done much. Like, I think we imagined to do more with them than we actually did so far. Because I haven't seen any extraordinary use for them. Like something that is not limited to windows, or like, let's say, a bed with those things.
So the thing for me is that currently they're still so new, and you know, it's something that we've been looking forward to for so long. We've really wanted the curtains. Everyone is currently using them as curtains.
Makes sense.
I mean, that's what we wanted them for, and that's what we got, and we're so happy, and we're using them for curtains. But I think in a few months we'll get bored with them as curtains, and we'll turn them into a toaster, like Aldrich said.
Basically. You can make a bathroom towel out of it. You want to see how?
You want to see how? Wow.
You want to see how I make a bathroom towel out of a curtain?
Oh my god. What is this
Just come
turning
to my house.
into?
Just come to my house.
Oh my goodness.
Tell no one.
Terrible.
Tell no one that you're coming over.
Stop. Yikes.
It's hard to do it because the hitbox of the actual curtain is like in the middle of it, so getting it low is really hard. So I have to use the beam trick with it to get it lower, right?
Right.
I forgot. I've never done the beam glitch because I never got to use it, but it's so simple. It's
super handy.
It's just a crane, like I call it.
Yeah. Construction crane.
Oh, you can use this as a cute door. Think about it now. Like an oriental door, like you know how they have this Yeah. Yeah, totally. Okay, actually, if you Ashen, if you can look at this for a second. Do you know how like you go
Mom,
through
pay attention to me.
No. You know those deserts, like those very, very shabby desert sandstone houses? Instead of doors, they have this cloth hanging in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
That, and you can walk through it too.
Now,
Yeah.
I like the curtain. I hate the back. Why is the back so weird?
It's so flat.
Well, you mean from the sides because of the way that the shadow work, or?
No, just when you look at it straight on from the back, it's so flat.
It looks like a towel to me, like a legit towel I would clean my hands with in a kitchen or something for some reason. It's the texture. It's the texture.
Okay, so kind of related. I was looking at house listings because I'm moving soon, and there was a kitchen that was entirely cabinets without door. It was completely like curtain cabinet doors. I was so
Wait, what?
like, I know that's a style, and I love seeing it in like the shabby chic country builds, like where they have the like curtain underneath the kitchen or underneath the sink. I mean, like just in little spots. That accent is super cute, but I've never seen like an entire kitchen with curtains before. I was surprised.
I'm
don't
googling
know that
kitchen
I
with
would-
curtains.
Yeah, do it.
No, I've seen that before. Like, my aunt lived in a farmhouse, and my aunt was weird, and she didn't even have doors in her anywhere in the house. But yeah, she had curtains instead of cabinets. I attribute it to crazy old women in farms, that kind of aesthetic.
Well, that might just be your experience. But
Oh, you mean?
I'm not sure that it's something that I would go for.
Do you mean this Rhapsody? This one? I posted a picture in the.
That's a lot more stylish than what I saw.
but the same thing, yeah.
Kind of, no. The rod wasn't
Oh,
all
God.
the way across. The rod was like inside, and so each panel counted as the cabinet.
Oh, okay. So I saw this cursed
But
image
yeah,
too.
I mean, that one is actually pretty chic. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let me find you one.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that actually. Oh my god. I'm gonna make a fucking shower curtain out of this.
Yeah.
I just Oh. Oh.
Okay.
So like all of these are way more chic than what I saw, but hold on, I'll show you.
How is the last one more chic than what you saw? That looks terrible.
It's still better. Well, okay, so curtains, you have to have the pleats, right? Like it has to have more fabric than you need to cover it. Well, this one that I was looking at was just when you closed it, the fabric was,
Oh.
and you don't
Yikes.
ever want that with fabric. Ooh, here's one. Here's a perfect example.
Must be out of partitions. No.
This looks so creepy. I don't want to see this picture. It looks like like some kind of curse architecture Twitter post.
I sent it. It's so.
Jesus.
So yeah.
Why use curtains in the first
Remember to
place?
have extra fabric, y'all.
Isn't-
when you make
isn't-
your.
Isn't that like? How many earthquakes do you experience over in Texas?
Me personally, none.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was like, it looks super not earthquake proof. Like imagine just having cloth and
Oh, I
all
don't
of
know
your
I don't know
plates
where
just
that is.
fall out.
Well, yeah, no, that probably wouldn't fly in California.
Did we get? Oh yeah, we did. Hold on. I think I'll make a proper window as I've been doing instead of just making a mock-up. to take this down.
All your hard work gone in an instant. Okay, I am almost ready over here.
I mean, I imagine it better than it actually looks like it's a shower curtain.
So I've been working on those curtains and I'm doing a like embroidery, but I also layered it together so there's a different color on the bottom and then it's longer and then there's a white. Well, no, it's white on the bottom with a color on top. Does that make sense? I can show you when I'm done.
I saw some people like having 3 of them with 3 different shades of blue, and it was a really, really nice texture.
Pretty
Really
little
nice detail.
ombre.
Hmm.
Alright, so I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to make probably a twofer because it requires the same technique. I'm going to do an open window, how I normally do it, with the space in between and partitions, 4 partitions lining it. And then I will do a fireplace.
A twofer.
Twofer McDoofer.
That is what my nephew calls his tea.
Oh my god. I think you could see this as a...
This looks like modern art right now.
But, oh my god.
I like that one thing showed of the mannequins holding hands.
Oh, that was cute actually.
Wait, I don't think I've seen that.
It was just the black models of the mannequins when you're in housing menu and he made them hold hands and it looked like a modern art piece. It was really cool.
Oh my god.
I'm going
If you
crazy
were-
over here. I had 2 stage panels, now I only have 1. Where's the other one?
If you were in a bathroom, Ashen, right? And you would see this on the side of a wall, would you believe this is like just a towel to dry yourself?
Hell no.
What? Like, just roll yourself along it?
No.
That thing is so big.
I mean, yeah. Like, you just go like this.
No.
Like, it's, no, but like, I have something like that in my bathroom, like, not that wide and not that long. But I'm
So
trying
like
to
a
figure...
beach towel?
Is that maybe just a thing where I live? Hang on. Hang on.
Tell me more about your towels over there.
We're about to learn something real interesting,
It's really not. It's not that complicated. Like, it's just a fucking rod on a wall holding a towel. That's
yeah,
it.
but look at the size of that thing. I'm not Andre the Giant.
Have you looked at yourself?
Well, I mean, I know I'm a big, tall bunny girl, but this is too much.
Good. That's actually how it looks like in my bathroom. Not gonna lie, not as big, but
It's as
still.
tall as you?
Huh?
It's as tall as you are?
Yeah. It hangs like it's the rod that is attached to walls, like where my forehead is, and it goes all the towel itself is so long that it goes all the way to the
What I need
bottom.
you to do is take your headset off, grab your phone, and go take a picture of your bathroom.
It's unfair. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Is this,
Because that's unfair.
this gonna be sharing time when we see this monstrosity of a towel?
curious. Because all I can picture is just rolling yourself along the wall to dry yourself.
Yeah, gosh. I'm sorry, but that's too big for like a bath towel. I know the furniture in this game, the dimensions are pretty big, but
Oh, it's perfect for Amarat. We'll tell him when he comes back. All he did was make an Amarosian towel hanger.
yeah, you know, that'll make him feel more lore friendly.
Why are you talking behind my back?
Whoops.
We were no. Listen, we said
I came into my.
We
I
said
heard
you
Big
made an
Russian towel.
Amarosian, not Big Russian.
Oh, I came into my room and heard Big Russian towel.
He got so offended.
No, an Amarosian towel hanger.
Is this how you pronounce it? I have no idea how you pronounce it actually. I always say Amarotin for some reason.
I am just
Amarotin.
assuming.
Okay, very good.
Amarosian.
I posted a picture of it in my admin chat.
Well, I see. I can't tell the dimensions. You need to
Wait,
have
Yeah,
like,
that's up to.
That's your
that's up-
forehead?
Huh?
That's
No,
where
it
your
isn't.
forehead is?
It's like my neck. I lived in this house in this apartment for like what 18 years, and I still don't know how it works. How high is how it actually is. I'm so sorry. I'm a disappointment.
I don't get it.
Can you put a banana for scale?
Yes, please, banana for scale.
I don't have bananas.
What kind of
In this
Immigrant are you?
in this household, we only eat ready to microwave meals.
No.
Fucking cup ramen, lasagna, pizza.
Xeners,
Nothing
please.
else.
What happened to cooking together?
She always complains that I eat too much fast food in general. Which is understandable, she's not wrong. Yeah, okay, I
Yes.
can't get this towel to work, I'm sorry. Sometimes you try to make things work, but maybe in a setting without knowing the dimensions of a bathroom, maybe like not having a person next to it, maybe it might work.
Or just hide half of it in a corner.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, but then it was like very weird because you can't see how the rod connects to the wall, but not on the other side, and I was like, nah.
Yeah, that's fair. I still wish we could use it over the towel hanger that we have. Because that one is just, it's a piece of paper.
Yeah, I don't like that either. It's like,
I mean, legitimately, people use it when they're, like, who was it? Dayu had it with the Hingen scroll to make a paper and it looked legit like a piece of paper towel.
really? I can remember right now.
It was over her house
Oh.
and her beautiful little kitchen.
And her on
Oh.
fire kitchen.
The on fire kitchen. Yeah, sometimes you just try to make things work. Sometimes it doesn't work. That's how we come up with the idea. We just do shit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
And that's okay if it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's just part of the experience, really.
So I accidentally put myself into this corner, so whatever.
What corner?
Don't worry,
yeah.
what you're trying doesn't work. You will only get teased mercilessly for rolling along the wall.
Hey, listen. If you're a big bro, okay, that's gonna be immersive.
You literally turn your character around to demonstrate what it would look like.
Yeah, I was forced to. Don't judge me. You know, I used the candles. I wasted 1 million gil just to get this fucking submarine candles right.
Uh-huh.
And
Did they not work for what you wanted?
No, they work as an item itself. The lighting of them doesn't work because it's this fucking ugly yellow tint.
Oh, it's
I-
very yellow.
So the reason why I use the breast candles so often and the glade lights and the breast candles have this very warm, either neutral or like slightly reddish, comfy light, while this is just yellow piss white. And
Oh.
I can't explain it.
It is very yellow. You are not wrong. I usually, when I'm using those candles, I am not ashamed to say that I take screenshots and color correct with the G Post.
Same. When I went into the ambient setting of my shaders that I installed, it looks good. But then I go out of shaders and I see, yeah, it's fucking yellow. I don't like that. It looks like someone pissed on the wall, and I just don't want like. This is also where it comes into place, where how well does a build look without shaders? So how, if people visit, are they gonna have the same feeling as you with the shaders on? So that's why only.
I mean, yeah, but the nice thing is I personally just appreciate screenshots as art in themselves.
Yeah. Okay, that's very true. But for example, if someone comes over, they're not gonna like. Most of the people are not gonna pay attention to yellow tint. It's like super perfectionist. It's a perfectionism trait. Like
They'll
this
just
is
see
gonna...
that you have nice expensive candles.
Yeah, basically, and it works. We've seen it work in other builds so many times.
I like
and
them. I use them all the time.
I wish, man, imagine being able to actually dye the color that things glow, like blue flames on the brass candles and stuff like that, and with a bluish tint.
That
to them.
would be cool. Oh my goodness! Now you got me thinking Halloween.
Or like, oh yeah, that would be super cool, like those ghastly flames flying around.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like introducing an item where you click it and it brings up a menu where you can set the on a actual hex scale where you can actually decide.
Oh lord, now you're really getting into it with a hex. But there's the item. There's that outdoor flame that you can pick between blue and.
Yeah, the sharding one. Yeah, I have it in my garden too as blue and red. But I would like just an indoor item which illuminates light, and you can set which color it is. Either okay, so there's two ways to do this. The really fucking hard way to do it for Square Enix at least is gonna to code it, so you can actually bring up a menu to dye, or you just when you dye it, the color of the light dies too. Maybe an idea for the next.
I don't think
contest.
that. I don't know that you would like that as much as you think when you're saying it, because like say you wanted a dark blue Ishgardian room, but you wouldn't want blue flames.
No, I don't want it for a certain like there's no setting I have in mind right now. It's just having the option to actually have a adjustable light. You can even hide it behind a wall or something. So it's basically just a background glow. If you get what I mean.
I do.
Like for example, we don't have many good green lights, if I remember correctly. For example, like the Sylphan one, maybe.
Yeah, the Sylphic is pretty green.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. Having a good red
cute.
light would be cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But we have the Alpine chandelier for that. That's
It is
every
very
single
red.
thing.
Okay, so did you know that the House Fortemps, is that how you say it? Is the same red as the
Is the what?
It's the same red glow as the Alpine chandelier.
Heresy, I don't believe you.
It is. I did it. I just hear him muttering in the back.
I know. He's just like, whatever.
I have offended his Ishgardian.
The thing is, I think about the House of Thames is because it's very, very high up, so it's gonna like it loses its red tint throughout the way until it reaches the bottom of the house. If that makes any
Mm,
sense.
Probably.
Probably not. I will go visit and be
But it is
disappointed in
still
myself.
rare.
Okay, I will actually go visit. I want to know that actually.
Alright, there's a second window.
Ooh, that is a very in-depth window.
I can get up here. Oh my god.
There's a dude who just passed by me and teleported away before I could take a screenshot. It was called Forgiven Chicken Nugget.
Oh man.
No, it was chicken nugget. So it was like shortened. It's like so funny how people come up with forgiven names.
I saw a hilarious one the other day regarding
Is it Falcleaf?
No, the Chase Bank withdrawing from and forgiving
you mean
all outstanding credit card debt, and someone just said
Whoa, wait.
forgiven debt.
Oh my god! That, like, the way that the given names... Okay, I'm gonna pull a super nerd here, but the way how the sinners are named in the game is by the greatest sin they committed in their life. It will be forgiven by them eating it. Eating this... How do I say it? Do you know how in Christianity, it is basic... Was it in Christianity, actually? Where you basically... No, it wasn't in Christianity. It was something else. Basically, there are people volunteering to eat the last meal of a person who was sentenced to death. And that last meal is basically all of their sin combined, and people eat that last meal, and there are the sin eaters. Basically, they take the sin of a deceased person upon them, so the deceased person can go to heaven, right? So this is where sin eaters originally came from.
You know, I've heard that before because I watched a scary movie involving that.
Oh my god.
And
So
so,
basically-
so I'm an expert, so I understand what you're talking about.
I don't know what... I think that was simple Christianity, though. I don't know where and what century it was from. But basically, the naming convention in this game is basically the greatest sin, like forgiven, and the greatest sin of a person. For example, forgiven, indecency, forgiven, what was the boss called? If you are, like, partially nude and you... What? Obscenity?
Obscenity?
Is it? Yeah. Okay. So basically,
There's venery are a bunch of the mobs that look like the reskinned.
Yeah, but you get what I mean. Basically, it's
Yeah.
basically a sin, an adjective that is being used. So, but then I see people like forgiven. Like, give me some random ass edgy word, like forgiven, forgiven. Forgiven vengeance, forgiven rage, or something like that.
I mean, rage is good.
Okay,
The one
okay,
that
rage makes sense. Fuck.
I've seen a lot of interesting ones. I will say that they don't really seem like they fit the naming convention, but if it makes people happy, it's whatever. I mean, because there's a boss, legit boss in Mount Gulg, called Forgiven Whimsy. So, like, I think it's okay if they want to just come up with whatever.
Oh, that might be true, actually. Yeah. I was like, but having like there were people who used positive things like forgiven love or something like that. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
Since when is love a sin?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like I saw those and I was like, that doesn't really fit. But then there's Forgiven Whimsy, so I guess it fits.
Fuck Screenix, or at least Koji Fox. Why did you ruin our
It's
card
fine.
anymore?
Because here's the thing: it doesn't have to be edgy for it to be a sin, right? Like if you
Oh yeah, I was like thinking...
if you're using Forgiven Love as an example, and you loved so much that it caused problems, like you loved, I don't know, the wrong person and it started a war that killed millions, like, yeah, love might be your sin there.
Okay, good, but like, okay, Forgiven Falcleaf. I was with saying edgy.
That's just someone memeing. Come on.
Yeah, I know, but like, I mean, instead of edgy, I mean like people who try hard, but they actually.
Oh, that's so cute, Ashen. I love it. I actually like it with just the one.
What was it, that thing?
Honestly, it's like asymmetrical and it's super cute. I never really thought about. She's still building while we're ranting about Forgiven.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, all right, let me just stick to the plan.
But yeah, that's the what do you call it? The shabby chic wall planter or wall vase.
Mm-hmm. So there's that. Let's see, the chandeliers. Honestly, though, this podcast is coming to an end.
It's yeah, we're almost there. I just need to loft 4 more partitions, and then I'm ready to show the. It's
The
not
what?
perfect. The wallpaper wall trim that I did.
Oh yeah, right.
Is there anything quick I can do real quick? Hold on.
We can ask chat if they want us to do something based on a
Oh, yeah.
break it down.
I was going to do the fireplace, because it's the same principle.
Oh, fireplace, right? You mentioned it before.
I promise I was still working through all of that.
I'm just trying to prove you wrong with the chandelier. In the meantime.
The house.
Before, yeah.
It's red, I'm telling you.
The last vigil. Yeah. It's just like throughout the entire. Because I remember that like in the corners it's like very dark with the light of from the outside coming in, where the benches are.
Well, I don't know if it actually is in House Forton. I'm saying the one that you can put in your house.
Wait, what?
The actual House Forton chandelier.
Oh my god, you actually fucking baited me, Repsy. You know why? It's not called House for Tom. It's the Alpine. It's just a simple Alpine, right? And I thought you meant there's this chandelier in House for Temp, and it has a red tinge, and I thought like, wait, what? No, they had another chandelier. They have like a custom one.
No,
and I went there to check to prove you're wrong.
No, I'm not talking about. I know. No, there's the one that's like a golden chandelier. The one that I did in my most recent build. I'm not crazy.
Apparently, I'm the crazy one.
There's actually a chandelier called House Forton chandelier.
Yeah, I know which one you mean.
It has the long taper, like paper stuff.
Yeah.
In House for Temp itself, it's just yellow. Like, it's just a yellow tint. Yellow light, that's it. I don't like this at all.
Go check. I'm serious.
I'm already here. Like I see it.
No. I mean, go check the one in the housing because it has the same glow as the Alpine chandelier.
Can you preview interior items?
I don't think so.
Okay, I guess I'll trust you on that one. Actually. Time to swap back to from Fredo.
Oh my goodness, this is so, like, super tiny corners. Hi, Atomic, how are you?
1 second.
Oh, is this the modern fireplace?
Yeah, was there another one?
No, I was just curious which one you were doing. Oh, I mean, by other one, I guess you've done, like, your shabby chic unlit and the bully chat and stuff like that.
This one's... I see this one requested a lot.
Yeah.
Which one?
The modern
BJ's?
Oh, God.
Yeah, BJ's.
I see our mouse still moving to the other thing, Ashen.
No,
but you're like...
I've been doing it so long, it's muscle memory.
Yeah.
We're doing well. We have been, just time flies when you're having fun, right? And this stream is longer than we usually go, but we have a couple more breakdowns to I mean, we have a ton more breakdowns to show, but we're showing these ones.
We just get rambly.
We do. And I am not doing a very like perfectionist job on this trim. Unfortunately, I just did not really take the time.
By the way, Ashen,
What?
you know, do you see how behind your HUD there's the shadows of the furniture and stuff behind it?
Mm-hmm.
Does that bother you?
No.
Because there's a fix for it.
Oh, what?
Do you see behind your item window on the right, for example, like you see the shadows of the pillar behind it and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, due to my reshade? I don't mind it. I mean, but what can I do about it?
There's just a simple file, just a simple FX file, but you can install and that's it. I think you can even do it on like midstream. Doesn't matter. You don't even have to reopen your game, I think. Do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it was introduced in the last thingy. Where the fuck did I install it? Never mind. Let's see.
Now the reason I'm lofting this up so high is because I need to bring a regular size partition from below, and I'm not going to do it from the basement because that's going to take even longer. In case you're wondering why it's up so high. You know, when BJ first did this and he showed people this really cool fireplace, his entire floor was lofted. He didn't even I think that's like one of the workarounds he did.
Which one did he first do it in?
It was the multicolored room.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. The Mondrian or whatever.
I sent you the file. You just have to drop it in your I can explain it to you later.
Okay.
It's just I saw that people got annoyed by it and they didn't know that there was a fix out for it.
So I need 8 walls, but Rhapsody took some walls.
How many do you have?
I think I have 5. I need... Well, yeah, I think I have 5.
Okay.
Alright, I'm leaving because I have to reset the one that I was floating. So that's a little handy trick you can do if you mess it up or just want to reset. So now I have beginning of the border. I have the white on the outside. I want the inside to be black.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So mesmerized by this clock you have flying here midair, Ashen.
I initially had the stage panel against it, so it looked like a mirror, because that's what I'm going to do with it.
Oh, that's a really nice idea. I'm just thinking to do... every time I see something animated in the game, I'm like, what can I use this for? Except for, of course, its supposed purpose.
Well, that clock's pendulum swings back and forth and it's already hypnotized you, so that's what you need it for.
Yeah, I'm thinking about if you could use a panel for something new, something else.
Listen to him, he's so sleepy.
Oh, I'm not sleepy. I'm just in thoughts for what I
Hmm.
could use this.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty late for you, isn't it?
Oh, it's just 1 a.m.
Oh, just. I forget how the youths judge what's too late.
Me and the boys at 2 a.m. looking for beans.
But I'm sorry, what?
That's too obscure.
Beans?
Hang on. hang on.
You
hang
know
on,
what?
hang on.
No.
No,
I
no,
don't-
you will watch this.
You will watch this season.
It's not like you have a choice.
Grandma Raps is not up with the memes, okay?
It's really simple. Here, watch this video, please. It's
I-
very
I-
short.
I will after
It's literally 30 seconds.
after the stream.
Yeah.
After the stream. I am almost done. Okay.
Jesus. Okay. I was thinking
It
about
says the fact that you're moving walls effortlessly without them re-snapping is entertainment enough. Aw,
re-snapping.
just like snapping down to the floor.
Oh.
Practice makes perfect, really.
That's very true.
Okay, I'm coming back to your house, bringing the rest of these partitions that you need, and then it's easier to move two overlapped than one.
Sometimes I get lucky and I can do one.
Like I was just moving 4 at a time because they're like all stacked up next to each other. But I don't know about easier. If they need to be next to each other, then
It
you
didn't
do what
ne-
you gotta do.
Yeah, it didn't need to be next to each other.
I come bearing more partitions.
Alright, so there, I have some of the, almost done with that. So you can sort of see what it looks like so far.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Ooh,
I
it's
don't-
all the way there.
I don't have any more black, but we can just do dark gray.
I'll go get you some black.
This girl with her pure white dye totally messing up my pleb Snow White.
Oh my god.
You can totally see the difference. This is what I'm telling you guys. Pure white dye is the way to go. So what you got to do is you got to recruit a bunch of friends to come play this game, but not to NA servers. Those are full. Very full
Obviously, it's
servers. Entire data centers, just completely.
Jesus. I really like the new preview feature because it gives me the ability to look at an item from all angles without actually owning it.
Mm-hmm. That is very helpful. Okay, I come bearing soot black dye.
Dishes have been floating around everywhere.
Alright, what am I dyeing soot black?
2 of the bottom walls.
Like that one?
Yeah.
Do you care if I dye over these pure white ones?
Well, I'm gonna use them for something.
Oh, okay, okay. Here, I'll go do this one. place is like a warehouse of half-done projects.
That's basically what the entire. I just looking forward to when I get a large, just have it for this kind of stuff.
Man,
It's just
I
so
wish
much
I could
fun.
help you with that.
Yeah.
No, it's fun. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna get one. I will cut a bitch for that.
Believe. First, you gotta craft and make some gil.
I mean, I have the money. I just don't have the thingies. The houses themselves.
But do you have the money to buy it if there is no available plot?
Of cash.
No. Bad div.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Maybe. I'll see. Everything.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. It's
So
just
funny.
like every single font, every single cut, every single bit of gil goes into Ishgard housing, no matter what I do. Nothing else is
Yeah.
important.
Gotcha. Reiko, the NA servers are full to bursting as far as housing is concerned. They're pretty full regardless. You basically never can log on without a queue. Like, I will log on like in the morning early on a weekday and still have at least a 20-person queue on Sarg, which Sarg is a pretty bustling server, but
You know that's not a actual queue, right? It's
What is
it's
it?
no,
basically
I was taking it at its word.
if you were even on EU, right? Even on non-populated servers, you will always have a 10 to 20 person queue, even though there is none. You basically click on it, it tells you that
no,
there's
no.
a queue.
No, I know what you're talking about, like how you could usually just hit escape and then
You can't. You can't.
you can't. No.
But it's still not real. The queue is still not there. The server is just trying to. So basically, instead of back then when you tried and it said first the server is full, and it didn't work the first time, right? Back then it was just like a safety measurement, so bots don't log in immediately. But now, because there's so many players, but they actually don't log in at the same time. It's not an actual queue. It's just like they prevent you from logging in immediately, so the servers are not as full at all times. So there's not an actual queue. The server just prevents you from logging in immediately by telling you there's a queue. So no matter at what time you log in, it's always gonna be a 20 to 10 person queue.
I feel lied to.
Like, if I log in at 5 AM on EU, right? In a workday, for example, and I'm in a 20 person queue, big dub that it's actually right.
Well, that's what I was.
No, I don't think
I'm confused.
it was like that in Stormblood, if I remembered correctly,
Mm-mm.
in the beginning. I don't think it's an actual queue. Like, I'm just so sure that there can't be a constant queue of 10 to 20 people at all times.
Well, I mean, at all times, but then if I get, like, the other night, I got DC'd during raid, and there was a 200-person queue to get back
Okay,
into
that's
Sarg,
okay.
so
That's
that one was real.
if it's above 20, then it's real. You can tell if it's about 20, because sometimes I got a 30 queue too. Oh, man,
Oh, that's
yeah.
true.
Yo, Rhapsody.
What?
Do you have a kitchen hanger on you? Kitchen hanger was it called? The chainmail hanger?
Chainmail hanger? On me?
I think I found a pretty good light, a new light. A
I
hanging
don't
light.
have a chainmail hanger on me, no. Not on this alt.
Hang on, just stand still.
Oh, okay.
Do you think this is gonna work? It's a hanging light. It's a tabletop item too, so it's easy to float. Like a very, very modern one. Post it in admin chat. The bottom of it, do you see it?
Uh-huh.
Do you think you
Definitely.
could... I just don't know if there's any light sources gonna work
Yeah,
because all the light...
yeah. This one. This one.
Oh, that could work. Because you don't have much space to actually glitch it into the thingy, that's why. I was like,
But if you dye it black, then it looks like part of the stand.
That could be. Oh, that could be very. That could work really well, actually.
Do you still have
See what I
soot
mean?
black?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 4 panels inside.
Actually, I can actually preview. Just use preview to mess around with it.
There you go.
I think I'm still a bit limited, but still, it's really nice to test stuff like that.
Definitely.
This is definitely gonna work. Actually, it's almost the same width.
Nice.
Actually, do you have a chainmail
Oh no, I'm
hanger?
floating.
I have to make one, but yeah, there's the fireplace.
You can make it.
Yeah, it's from like Eureka or something. I don't know, but yay!
Nice,
Super
finally.
sleek modern fireplace. Do you
It
see
took
me?
much longer than the other BIDs if you've compared. It's super
Alright,
cute.
this
I love it.
fireplace?
Yep.
It's a I don't know. We learned it from BJ, and so thank goodness for him, because otherwise I never would have thought of that. I've been wanting a modern fireplace like this forever, and I just could not put it together. It needed the big. Okay, can you go inside this other free company?
I have to go on my alt.
Okay, let's do that real quick, because I can smell the steak that my husband just cooked, and I'm ready. My body is ready.
Okay, so this is the last thing we're gonna look at, and next week we need to get back into doing walkthroughs. Very badly.
Yeah, really badly. That's true.
We are very behind on walkthroughs. Sorry, y'all. It's not that we don't want to see them, it's just that we wanted to play Shadowbringer.
Rating
Yeah.
life is real.
Raiding, busy leveling. I think everything's pretty calm now.
Yeah, relatively.
$19 queue. It's 1 a.m. You. I was just like thinking out loud, like there's again a 19-person queue at 1 a.m. which is the same as in prime time on Cerberus, so I'm like confused why that would be thing. Like same queue times for prime time and 1 a.m. in the morning.
Oh no, I need more dye. Rip.
Whoa!
Whoa, that looks freaky.
I don't have enough dye for this. But anyway, so, and I just want to show this because I didn't want to like loft everything, but so what I did for this trim is the Riviera partition back here, which you would put the wallpaper on, is lofted from the basement. It's pretty tall, like you can see the chair rail is actually showing just a little bit above the floor, so there's not much of it below us at this point. But I just wanted to be able to see the smooth surface of the wallpapered surface of the wall without actually working around much of the trim. So I used marble partitions for the trim, the baseboard, and the crown molding. And all of this in here is white rectangular partitions. So Ashen, if you want to come around here, so each of these walls here is one regular partition, or one on the floor and one lofted. But I used grid snaps so that they would line up. And then back here, in between the space of the trim, is 4 of them turned on their edge of the white rectangular partition, turned on their edge. I have
my
2 of them
God.
dyed black and 2 of them dyed. Yeah, it's a mess back here. And these angled ones are the actual like trim that you see, like the white trim that you see around the wallpaper. That's the 4 angled ones. In the breakdown, I have 6 of the angled ones. This time I only used 4 because some people kept begging to me for me to return all of these white rectangular partitions. So, and then I just use these. This is not the way that BJ did it when he made a similar style room. This is just the way that I found is easiest for me, and I did not quite line these up properly, but I usually use this lip of the wooden showcase here. So just so that it just hides inside. So none of this is lined up properly, but anyway, then I would dye that white. So that you have the bottom trim and the side trims. I was trying to do as much of this as I could with grid snap, but apparently that was not the call. So that would be dyed white, and then yeah, so you have one of those on bottom and top for each like cutout that you have. So you can see here the angled ones are on the floor versus where they should be, lofted. And then if you just add a wallpaper, you can kind of see how it was made to look in my brick.
Looks good.
So yeah, that's what I think was confusing people is the angled ones.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like, how did you get just that little bit to show? And I'm like, well, it's not any special item. It is just the white rectangular partition, but you're angling it and just using a little tiny slice of that like. So yeah.
How much away from the wall do you have to be in order to do this?
Half of a white rectangular partition. That is the most you have to be away from. I went further out just because I was trying to do this fast.
So basically having an entire, let's say, having an entire room out of it with all 4 walls with that it's gonna be really hard in a small, for example, right?
Yeah, if you did that on every single wall, I will personally transfer to your server and give you what arbitrary number 5 million gil, because that would be
Oh my god.
Like, holy cow, that would be an amazing, like, if you did that on every single wall like this, my mind would be blown, because it took me forever to, I mean, not forever, but it takes so much effort to just do, one. I didn't even loft this other one.
Yeah.
It's pretty, and it's an accent piece, but I would not recommend doing it on every wall. I would go crazy. But yeah, so yeah, you can see that it's all just layering and tricky angles and lofting. That's it.
I really like that design.
Yeah.
Like I can express how much time I think you put into this. Just experimenting with it, of course, even if you know how to do it.
I mean, you were there the whole time I was figuring this out. This has taken me, what, months?
Wait, I was?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You weren't, like, we talked about it, and you know what? It's time for you to go to bed. It's
you mean the actual angle technique?
Yeah, the trim.
I meant this specific style which you released recently. I wasn't like thinking about like the actual trim thing.
Gotcha. All right. Well, with that misunderstanding out of the way, I am so ready to go eat this ribeye, y'all. This was super fun. Hopefully we can like chop up parts of this and put it on YouTube so that you can see like each individual breakdown. That would be neat.
That'd be cool, yeah.
Yep, even though it's very disorganized, just because we are.
That's just us, and that's just housing for us. We don't plan things out. We just do.
That's true.
Alright, so we'll see you next week, and we'll be bringing back the walkthroughs, and to be decided what we're going to be talking about, but...
Yeah, and we have some big news in the future.
Oh, right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about that next week, though.
Next week, yeah. I'm very excited. I've been, like, wanting to tell people.
Okay.
Understandable.
On that note, mysterious. See y'all next.
Yep.
See you guys. Have a nice rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.